Hope you guys are having a good one. Okay, so you took an overnight trade. You thought you got a good spot and a good position, and it didn't work out. In the morning, you weren't able to sell it pre-market. You weren't able to sell it on the opening. Throughout the whole day, you had a hard time with the trade. Perhaps you just took 100 shares and you couldn't get rid of it, or you took a bigger position, you got rid of some of it, but you're stuck with the shares. So now what do? Now, luckily, as I said, I've traded with some of the biggest traders in the world. I knew a guy who used to overnight trade. That was his profession. He would build into trades the whole day and then unload in the morning. And he would have hundreds of thousands of shares. He would get involved in really thick stocks. That was his specialty. Microsoft, Dell, Cisco, back in the day when everything was higher flying. Check out their prices in 1999, 2000. But the point is that I learned some things about what to do when things don't go to your way. It's very easy to do things when they go your way. Oh, I should have made more, I didn't make enough. Those should be the problems we want, right? But in truth, when a stock doesn't go your way, you take a stock overnight and it doesn't work your way. So what do? Well, it's simple. Like I said, when you're in a trade, there's supposed to be a reason. And unless that reason is still there or another one comes up that's really viable and not just an excuse, you should get out. Now, how do you get out? Well, you need to take a step back. That's the first thing you need to do. And you need to look at the stock from the position that it's in right now. For example, let's say you got involved in a stock at, let's call it 59 cents. It was ripping. It started off the day at 50 cents. It went all the way up to 90 something, came back to 59 cents. And now it's trading all the way down about 47 to 50 cents. And you figure, even if it opens up lower, you're still gonna make a profit. And then in the morning, it's swimming somewhere around where you bought it. It always seems to be just a little bit lower. What do? Well, you have to take a look. If you're looking at the bids, I told you, you need to learn level 2 and know what the inside market looks like. And you see that there's a formation, then you say to yourself, all right, well, I'm gonna consider as if this is where I bought, and if it breaks this, I'm gonna trade accordingly. If it breaks, you gotta get out of it. If it doesn't break, then you see where it goes and you trade it like you would trade a normal trade. But the thing is that what I'm trying to say is that when you get into an overnight trade, you can't panic. You need to stop, take a breath, and try to figure out where you would get in, like as if you're not owning the stock. And this is where most guys that don't specialize in overnight trading get screwed, is that they wake up and they're like, oh my God, I'm down 300 or I'm down 4,000 or whatever it is you're trading at whatever level, and you get panicked. You can't do that. First of all, you have to remember that you have profits from the day before. For example, if you buy 1,000 shares at 60 cents and now you buy it at 50 cents and it closed at 60 cents, you're already in for a profit. So even though your profit for that day isn't looking too good, you have to remember that you have profits locked in from the day before. But I'm going to assume you guys know that because that's obvious. Your P&L for the day is not going to look that pretty because the profit was already factored in the day before. But you need to stop and think, what would I do with this? Maybe I want to peace out. Let me start feeling the levels. I was just in a trade like that. Sorry, you know what? Maybe I'll stand. And I got involved in the stock at about 47 to 51 cents. And I started seeing levels. And I was like, you know what? The 47 cents, I'll get out at this level. It's at 51, 52 cents. Then some more I got rid of at 53, 54 cents, and eventually went back to 57. And I could sit there going, oh, darn. But you know what? We had no idea which way this stock was going. Not me and not you. So let's just be thankful I was able to swim out of it at a profit. But I don't think I would have dealt with it any differently if it was a losing stock. And then again, I get involved in a stock for a reason. I know those levels thoroughly before I'm going to get involved in a big position overnight. Don't get in over your head. When you trade overnight, consider it like a mixture of gambling with trading, and just slow down, take it easy, let the market dictate what's going on, build your levels and trade from there. I hope this was helpful. It's a little tricky. If you have any questions, I'd love to hear them. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Have a good one.